Our mission is to discover and advance emerging technologies with the potential to dramatically change the future energy landscape.
So of course here at NREL we have unparalleled research capabilities, and partnering with a massive corporation like Shell enables us to leverage those capabilities to help get the startup technologies that we support into the market and making an impact quicker, sooner, and on a larger scale. Each of our GCxN cohorts has a theme or themes, and for Cohort 7, the two themes are future feedstocks and electrochemical pathways to fuels.
GCxN's 7th cohort is the largest cohort to date with 7 companies. And we're at a critical time now. We are solving extraordinary challenges, and we need visionary solutions.
Our society uses a lot of hydrocarbon fuels, but today we're really bottlenecked by the high costs and feedstock limitations to drive new hydrocarbon development from non-fossil resources. That's why Cohort is focused on using its patented fermentation system to upcycle existing organic waste streams into low-cost biofuels to increase the availability of fuels. Through GCxN, we're proving out downstream processing, which will really be focused on taking our fermentation products and upgrading those into low-cost biofuels.
The world has a reliance on fossil fuels, and we believe we can solve that with bio-based alternatives. That's why we want to use an agricultural waste product and convert it to biofuels. We are excited about the GameChanger program with NREL, because they have tried and true methodologies that can help us get to those testing points to make sure we have biofuel that is converted at a nice optimal point.
The big problem we're trying to solve is 3 billion tons of solid waste is produced every year, 70% of which is going to landfills, which then pollute the soil and the planet. We take municipal solid waste, trash, and we convert it into a fuel that can be used in many different applications. The benefit of being part of GCxN is the resources that are available to test our fuel to make sure that it's going to work for our clients.
The reason why we founded Flare, to enable this carbon negative future, to develop technologies that are capable of removing CO2 from the air and storing it in sediments, caverns, and so on. GCxN is an excellent program for us because it enables on one hand to partner with Shell, which has a lot of subsurface experience from its oil business. But on the other hand, NREL has a lot of expertise in electrochemistry, in simulations, which allows us to develop our technology further and help us to scale even faster.
So if we look at a lot of the industrial processes today, let's take, for example, biomass conversion into alcohol. About 20% of the carbon that's in the biomass ends up in the alcohol. The other 80% are just emitted as CO2. So we can take that CO2 and make it useful again, make fuels out of it, and get value out of it. And here at NREL, there's some of the best experts in the world, some of the best equipment in the world, and a lot of history doing research in those areas. So we can leverage that to accelerate our own development and get to market a lot faster.
85% of hydrogen used in the manufacture of metals, semiconductors, and glass is actually wasted. What we do with our H2 Renew product is we take that wasted gas, we purify it, and we compress it, and we utilize it in our CO2 Renew product, which essentially converts waste CO2, utilizing electrochemistry and hydrogen to turn CO2 into valuable fuels and chemicals. NREL scientists are going to be helping us to develop manifolding systems to bring the CO2 into the electrochemical reactor and also analyze the product methanol so we can determine how efficiently the reactor is performing.
We are decarbonizing aviation, which represents a large and growing segment of global CO2 emissions. We fundamentally believe that this problem requires a drop-in fuel replacement, but current approaches are either too expensive or too limited by feedstocks. We're solving this problem by developing an electrolyzer that allows us to dramatically reduce the costs of sourcing CO2 from direct air capture by cutting out the most energy-intensive step, directly taking captured carbon and converting it into valuable fuel. So we're incredibly excited to work through the GCxN program with the really talented scientists and engineers at Shell and NREL, who have thought very hard about related problems where we can learn a lot from their expertise on different electrochemical systems similar to our own.
Cohort 7 marks a new phase for GCxN with expanded scope. When our contract was expiring, we decided to not only extend this partnership, but we also added some new features. We added a strategic award, which helps support the channel partners that we work with. We also sponsored a worldwide innovation network that supports our startups. These new features will help achieve Shell's goal of making energy accessible to everyone.